Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sequel here and welcome back to our video. So in this one we're going to take a look at some soul rate fights and we're going to finish Shorek 2 on my secondary account. On this one I have at my disposal, and it's basically the artifacts that I'm going to be using in most fights. A level 2 Puppet of Zatanna and a level 1 Puppet of Zatanna, and we're going to mainly use Dark Metal cards or Norse Snow Globe on our damage dealers. First up we have both Black Canary here, and she's quite annoying. I mean, yet again, I still think she's one of the easiest, if not the easiest, most ride bosses in tier 5, because those are a lot of times a bit threatening because they're very high attack, and her modifiers do contribute to her threatenness, let's say, level, because she's gonna be able to have a lot of lethals and basically bypass you blocking with tanks. But other than that, she can be played around, she can be locked into an infinite combo, she's pretty chill. The fact that she deals a lot of damage to you is chill. Just remember we have a boss that's like this but worse, which is Black Lightning. Because he also deals a ton of damage, and he's far more unpredictable. At least with Black Canary you know what to expect, and you can play around it. Now about Swamp Thing here, so with boss Swamp Thing you're going to use Battle on the Ground and Zatanna. Zatanna is going to do her best at start to stack some damage buffs and at the same time deal some percentage shell damage. What is kind of good about this team is that Battle on the Ground doesn't care about power generation anyway, she doesn't use specials. And I don't like using specials with her, I think they're kind of pointless. And we can use all that power to use specials with Zatanna. So I think this was a little bit, not necessarily counterproductive, but as soon as I saw the damage at the end I was like, okay, that was decent. And it didn't matter anyway because I didn't need to use Zatanna anywhere else for this, but this would have been close to the same thing as if I would have used Battle on the Ground alone. It was simply a situation of, well, they're both available, let's just throw both of them in there and see how it goes. The problem with this team is that Battle on the Ground on this account is not gonna have the crits necessary, because she's got only 1 gear and 3 stars, so we have to rely on sitting on the Dark Metal cards area, and we're picking at a decent amount of damage, like 3.5 is quite decent, but we're simply not gonna be able to sit on that for too long, and we kind of took too long to set this up. So yet again, it's gonna be quite decent damage. But again, it's about the same thing you would get out of just normal Battle on the Ground team, as you would do less damage, but more of it overall, like activating the passive more often. And we're going to have both Dr. Fate here, is going to be full health. I never really enjoyed fighting Dr. Fate bosses, and especially this, man. Like, the Dr. Fate we have in late grade is manageable, because his special one is gonna be instant, he just does that and he's done with it. This man is gonna waste a ton of your time with his special one. Back off here a bit. Third special, we have Norse Snow Globe, so we will see what we can do with the clones. Dr. Fate here doing a little bit of an infinite combo until the enemies get super move, and I messed up and tanked the super move with Dr. Fate. You ideally want to tank that with King. Now he's kind of out of third specials that he needs to do. So here we're going to just let him kill us. There we go, first clone gets in there. I'm gonna attempt to combo and chop with the clones, because if I don't combo and chop him, he's going to just kill me. I tried to swipe down with the first clone and that didn't work too well, so we're just gonna try to combo and chop him. Like, if we fail, it's gonna be death, and if we don't try, it's also gonna be death. So there's no way around this, we just have to do it. And it's working out fine. Maybe I should have tried harder with the first clone, but yeah, the second clone did surprisingly well with the combo interruption. Too bad I didn't try harder for the first clone. I wouldn't say this is an easy character to combo interrupt, I wouldn't say that I'm comfortable constantly combo interrupting him, but it seems like it's doable. Look, if I can do it, you definitely can do it. But yeah, that's gonna be as far as this thing goes, and it went well enough. Well enough. I wouldn't say very well, but well enough. Now, didn't check Atman. By the way, I think I cut a bit too short of that fight, and you might not have been able to see the full damage. But just decrease the amount of the Batman Ninja team did out of the whole health, and you'll get the answer. But yeah, we have the Puppet of Zatanna on Batman Ninja team, and we're just gonna try to combo and chop this man. With Batman Ninja team, you're not gonna have too much to lose, because you're gonna have a chance for him to miss anyway, even if you fail. And at the same time, you're going to also have the blind on the Puppet of Zatanna, which is not gonna apply when I need it. Because the blind on Puppet of Zatanna is quite interesting, because it's a 100% chance to blind. And it's not necessarily do need it, because once you fully stack the Puppet of Zatanna, you get unblockable anyway. Also, by the way, I have unblockable, and you might be like, Sigval, why don't you just swipe down and continue the combo, or try to catch him after using a third special with your combo? You don't need to combo and chop to have unblockable, yeah, but I was too dumb at that point to realize. I know unblockable is a thing, I know we could have used it to maybe great effect, but we simply didn't, and it is what it is. But you can definitely not rely on combo interruption when you have Puppet of Zatanna but Ninja Team. The Puppet of Zatanna blockable can kind of sort it out for you in a way. But are we gonna be able to finish this until the end clock? And I did a few mistakes, and looking back to them, they might have or might have not influenced the outcome of this fight. But yeah, he's gonna be left with 16 mil. I think I just threw a random Black Lightning. No, Black Adam. I threw a random Black Adam in there. Clear the fight. I'm not gonna introduce that in the video. Here we have Boss Green Lantern. This is the second time I used this team against this man, and this is kind of a revenge arc. We're taking revenge on this man because he murdered us the first time, because I was trying to combo and chop minding my business, and he backed off into a special one and one-shot my battle on the ground. And now we're back for revenge. We're gonna keep combo and chopping him, pushing him to the corner. This is exactly what I shouldn't do, because at this point, unless he's with his back against the corner, can at any point jump attack, special one, and I'm dead. And I can just push him with Shazam and then get back on the ground in there, but yeah, I just risk it for no reason, I guess. Combo and chop his ass again, we're dealing 1.6 mil. This is a good comparison to the Zatanna buff that we get, because with Zatanna we had like 3.2 mil damage per second. Though granted, now we also have a Shazam in the team, though the base attack from Shazam is not going to be great, especially on a 3-star battle on the ground, because her base attack is nothing. But that's a decent comparison to how much the damage actually gets increased by Zatanna. But as I said in that fight, it does require quite a lot of setup to get there. So it definitely has upsides and downsides. Come on, dropping this mana. We were kind of running out of health ourselves, so I'm glad the fight was over at that point. And now, moving into these Atana fights. We're going to have the League of Anarchy team. We need to be careful with this one, because our Raven has no gears, so she is gonna get one-shots if she gets hit badly. We're just gonna keep combo interrupting her, stacking that darkness. Back off. Keep combo interrupting. Our special one. 3 stacks so far. Back off again. It's safe to back off like that because she has literally no power, so all she can do is a jump attack that doesn't even reach me. Okay, 5 stacks. Now we're gonna tag Harley in there to get some power generation going. Raven back in there. Special 1 again. Can tag Harley in from a block into a special 2. And it's gonna be our first big damage on a stun. Maybe I should get into using Harley's super move before stacking with Raven, because in theory that's what you should do. You're definitely gonna get more damage out of that, and you're gonna get a higher benefit out of that. The reason why I was not doing it, and why I'm never doing it, is because it's simply enough. Like, you use Raven, Harper, Harley Quinn, don't need to worry about Harley's super move anymore. It's gonna be enough damage. We're gonna have EPI, we're gonna have actually Raven tank this, because I didn't know if EPI could tank this, and Raven has Nora Snow Globe equipped, so she will be fine. Another interesting thing, so our darkness did not proc when we died, because we just got one shot. And then we revived with the threshold at which we should have proc the darkness. And you would think that if we took further damage, then the darkness would proc and heal us. But what actually made the darkness proc is that we healed ourselves. And even though we healed ourselves and got more health, we were still within the health cap that would activate those stacks to heal you. So we activated them by healing, basically, which is kind of interesting. Though we get them back, so no worry. We're at 4 stacks here. Do the full combo. Raven back in there, getting us to 5 stacks again. And this required overall, yet again, a lot of setup and a lot of backtracking after we get super moved and we need to stack darkness again. But now it's gonna be the real damage. Now she's got nothing to do and nowhere else to go, and we have plenty of energy to do as many specials as we want. I panicked and tagged in Raven too soon. And if I miss the combo interruption here, then it would have been over. Like, that was over. Though maybe if she got one-shots, though, let's see. Yeah, if she got one-shot, maybe we would have been able to one-shot Zatanna on the Lingering Darkness from Raven. yeah, we would have. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like that if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and as usual, we get ourselves some garbage rewards. But yeah, goodbye.